Hello again, and we are on point number 9 of 13 things mentally strong couples don't do. As number 9, Amy Morin mentions mentally strong couples don't forget why they fell in love in the first place. It's so interesting when we look at the things we complain about our partners, because the things you now complain about are often exactly the things that originally attracted you to this partner. Let's say you were attracted to someone who is able to be very much in the moment, very present, much more than you, because perhaps you are more of a planner and you're more future oriented. And down the road, couples very often polarize into these opposites. Maybe now you're over-identified with being the planner, the one who initiates and organizes everything, while your partner has polarized even more into being present, being in the moment, and not worrying too much about the future. Our partner is showing us what we need more of, what energy, what way of being in this case we need to step into more. Also, when you originally fall in love, your brain responds similarly to a brain that is exposed to drugs, because certain chemicals are activated in that early love stage, like dopamine, oxytocin, adrenaline. And if your partner ends the relationships, you might actually get symptoms similar to when somebody is on a drug withdrawal. Now, relationships don't stay in that honeymoon phase. That first stage of love is bound to end. And after this period is over, a more challenging stage usually follows. That our emotions change is not necessarily a bad thing, because it's also very hard to function when we're so obsessed with the other person, we're so much in love. It's not easy to function in this world. But as our emotions shift, our thoughts and behaviors can also change. One homework assignment I give many of my couples is an appreciation exercise. That means during the week they have to collect things that they like, appreciate, love, and really enjoy about the other person. And once a week they're taking time to share, to do an appreciation exercise where they take turns letting the other person know what they love, what they like, what they appreciate, what they're grateful and thankful for. As simple as this exercise sounds, it reminds couples again of why they are together. Amy Morin names certain questions in her book that you could ask your partner to also remember again why you fell in love. You could ask, what first attracted you to me? When did you first know that you wanted a long-term relationship with me or wanted to marry me? Who was the first person you told about me, and what did you say to them about me? What makes me different from other people? Why do you love me? And you can share times in which the love for each other grew. If your partner is not into playing this question and answer game, it is still very beneficial if you answer these questions for yourself about your partner, so that you recall again why you're with them. If you have a song as a couple, it helps to listen to your song. Perhaps that's a song that you heard on a specific date, or it's a song you danced to at your wedding. Listening to your song is a good way to connect, because it's associated with so many positive emotions of love and happiness, with positive memories. An important thing to check when we feel irritated by our partner is what our assumptions are, what we make it mean that they do or don't do something. We're all imperfect and we all make mistakes, of course. So it is absolutely unavoidable that we hurt our partner involuntarily, or we disappoint them, we let them down in some way. But what is in our control is to watch what we make it mean when our partner doesn't meet our expectations. As an example, if your partner is late, do you immediately assume that they didn't care to be on time, they are just being inconsiderate? Or is your first assumption perhaps that they're stuck in traffic? Or your partner doesn't respond to a text? Do you assume that they're being inconsiderate? And do you take it as a proof that they're a bad communicator? Or do you perhaps make the assumption that they got busy at work? Different assumptions cause different emotional responses. So when we notice an emotional response, we might want to pause and we can check what was our story, what was the inner narrative we told ourselves, because we probably made an assumption. And then ask, what would it be like if I assumed good intentions, goodwill? The more you assume good intentions, the easier it is to respond with compassion or forgiveness. Here are a few things you can do if you are the one who wants to remember more why you fell in love. You could journal about 5 minutes a day about why you love your partner and why you're with them. You could commit to telling them at least one thing a day that you love about them or appreciate about them. Or you could create a list of your 10 top things that you love and like about them, and that is a list you can read through again if you need to recall why you're with them in the first place. If it's your partner who's the one who seems to be forgetting on a regular basis why they fell in love with you, don't take it personally and start by showing appreciation for them. Model to them what they could do for you. You could say something like, sometimes I get so caught up in everyday stuff that I forget to tell you how much I love you. And then proceed to telling them what you love, like, and appreciate. That sort of modeling is much better than demanding to hear from them why they love you or reminding them that they should treat you better. It is really important to help each other to feel loved. That is the basis of a secure, functioning relationship. It makes you stronger as a couple to remember why you fell in love. When you remember this, you're of course much more motivated to work through conflicts and overcome challenges or make little sacrifices. Remembering why you fell in love also brings up nostalgia, and according to Amy Morin, there's research that shows that nostalgia is associated with greater relationship satisfaction. When you remember your history as a couple, which is of course filled with very individual experiences, memories, and unique emotions, you remember how special this connection is. A trap you want to watch out to not fall into, according to Amy Morin, is demanding public declarations of love. Some people like posts about their relationship on social media. Your partner might not be one of those people that would ever post something about your relationship or that would be comfortable with you posting certain things. Respect that and don't make that mean anything negative. Here are some suggestions to start a conversation with your partner about this topic. You could share with each other why you fell in love with each other. You could ask, what do I do that reminds you that you love me? Or the other way around, that reminds you that I love you. You could ask them to share an example of a time when they felt really loved by you. As a couple, we can also forget to have fun together. That doesn't necessarily mean something big, like we have to go on a trip together, but just taking 5 to 15 minutes a day to do something very simple, playful, to have fun together. Let's say a nice song is playing on the radio and you get up together and dance, or you play a game together. So that would be another suggestion you could make to your partner to refocus on having fun together, to refocus how great it is to be together, and to remember the love that is between you. That's it for this video. As always, if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Also remember to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so that you will be notified when the next post comes up. In the next video, we're going to talk about number 10 on Amy Morin's list, and that is mentally strong couples don't expect the relationship to meet all their needs. Until then, have a great day. See you tomorrow.